Greetings all, FerrariMan601 here, back again in iRacing, and back again with iRacing's new AI, the second installment of testing out what's what with this new feature. We're at Watkins Glen today, and we've got a slightly larger field than we did last time. We've got a total field of 20 with 19 AI drivers. We'll be starting from the back, so you can see there we are gridded in 20th and last position. Same AI levels as before, so the minimum of 40 and the maximum of 80. Again, trying to get an idea of just how they're going to react. Unfortunately, I blew the results a little bit when we tried this at Lime Rock. However, I think that we could do pretty well with turning them back up a little bit. But I want to see what I could do if everything goes well from my end. So let's just take a look and see what happens to the grid. Right, again, just a standing start with no formation lap are the reds and a green. Again, it seems like they've made a pretty bad start all around, making up all kinds of positions off the line. Now, can we get ourselves stopped in time for turn one? Right, let's just go around the outside, whole bunch of positions made up there. All right. Now, we found at Lime Rock that these guys did not like to deviate from their line. Is that going to be the case here? We'll see. Right now, it seems to be. Up in a P5, it looks like. Right. That was definitely his corner. See what we've got down through here. Running the NASCAR configuration here, so no boot for us today. Boot configuration is not available yet with the AI races. Just made a right mess of that penultimate corner, allowing us to sail right through. Wheel spin over the bump there. In P5. Coming up through the S's on our first flying lap. What are they going to do? Lots of high-speed understeer there. Should have a decent slipstream here up to the chicane, but I don't think we're going to be close enough for a run. Indeed, we're not. Where does he brake? Right there. All right. Why don't you just drop anchor right on line there? That was a little bit dirty, my estimation. However, I think we can come back at him. What do we got? Last lap, the other guy made a right mess of this one. How has he done? Bit better. Definitely feel inclined to give him a little bit more room after those antics up into the chicane last time through. Let's see, he was able to set that one up from a long way back. He's still there. Still alongside us. There he is. All right, and he yields the position. Up in a P4, I believe. Don't quote me on it. And a little bit of ground to make up on the guys in front. before, I agree. So far, everybody behaving themselves, no contact with anybody, and when I have shown people the quarter panel, they have given way, perhaps a little bit too easily. But they're showing decent discretion. That moment with the guy in front just drop an anchor right about here. That was okay. They're all bunched up ahead. Leader's pulling a train. Fine by me, I'll be the caboose. Again, that bump coming out start-finish spins up the rears. A little bit startling every time it happens. Right, they're punching a big old hole in the air for us now. Not quite close enough to make any moves, but I will take the straight line speed. All right, looks like blue car up ahead is thinking about a move of his own. I won't be too far behind, thank you. Still gaining time down the straight, thanks to that slipstream effect. Not super big at the moment due to the distance, but definitely noticing the car feels a little freer. So the arrow still works in AI, that's good. All right, now we're getting on him. Have at least 2 more laps to go. Letting them know what I'm thinking about. And again, they all do, more or less, seem to follow the same line. All right, here we go. Let's see. Does he try to break the toe? No, he doesn't. Does he try to defend to the inside as he should? No, he doesn't. He just stuffs it up there and lets me sort it out. Okay. Alright, we should do something into one here. Alright, there we go. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it worked. P3. Got a good toe down here. Not quite close enough to try anything. But he's locking up in front, making me check up a bit. It's a draft snake with the AI, alright. That was a half-hearted attempt on a lead there. Come on, buddy. Be braver than that. White flag, if we're going to try anything, it's got to work. He did force me closer to the inside there over the apex curves. That was actually pretty well judged. Don't know if he meant to do that, but it worked. he's braking a little bit there to keep the nose down. Saw them doing that at Lime Rock too, braking again at the top of the S's. That's risky. Right, do we send it up the inside? We consider it. He parks it right there on the apex, just as he's entitled to be doing. He's bobbled though. Understeer killing me there. I'm a bit of a ways back here, and this is the last lap, as evidenced by the white flag. I had to go for something. I had to try. Can't fault me for lack of bravery there. Just running out of time. That's okay. I'll take P2. Just a little bit too far back to try something. That is all right. They do bring their pace down a little bit on the slowdown lap, as you would expect. That seems good. Not bad, though. Not bad at all. And, yep, session just ends, as you would expect. But there it was. Not bad. Let's see that move I tried right at the end. Solidified P2, wanting to get P1. I know I'm a long way back. Get on the throttle way too early, just trying to get anything I can. Pick up a lot of grass, but keep it together. Deal with the rear tires through the final corner, because it doesn't matter anymore. We solidified P2. Not awful. And to be perfectly honest, I've got to say, that was actually quite a bit interesting. That probably was better than I thought it would be. Especially considering that it's only my second time trying to race with the AI. They get terrible starts. There's one thing I have noticed about this. Made up like 6-7 positions right off the start, simply because they have terrible reaction times. Through turn 1 there, I mean, everybody just holds station. They don't try anything crazy. Nobody tries to squeeze me off the track up here, even though it is very tight up here. Yeah, all in all, I've got to say, that is not too bad. And then what does the split look like across the entire field? There's P1 at 10:17, 8:34, then I am just under half a second behind. All right. Now, where does everybody finish relative to where they start? That's a better question. How much do they actually swap positions themselves? P1 started P1 and ended in P1. I'm definitely bucking that trend, starting 20th and finishing second. Second finishes third, third finishes fourth. So basically, unless I didn't overtake these guys, most of them would have just maintained their starting positions, and a couple of them ended up doing so. 17, stay 17, 16, stay 16. So, all right, they're not the most dynamic things in the world relative to racing each other, but relative to racing you, they seem pretty fair about it. So I guess that's okay. Fastest lap here, what did we get lap time-wise? If we can filter it that way. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. My fastest lap, 14:049. Yeah, I don't think it's really possible for me to filter all that, but no matter. So far, encouraging. Very much encouraging, I gotta say, with this iRacing AI thing. Does it need work? Yeah, I think we need to have these guys swapping positions amongst each other a whole lot more, because it would, again, when you're going through the field, it would definitely be more intriguing to get in between somebody else's battle, and again, that's going to make them more liable to make mistakes themselves. And, again, it's early days with this, and I think that it's definitely a good idea to bring this in. I think they're doing it well with a soft launch, but I can't help but start to think about what's this going to be like on ovals in the IndyCar or the NASCAR series as well, because with so many different lines that you can run on an oval at most places, with everybody just basically staying in single file the whole way, as we saw here, that's not going to work so well, particularly in longer runs as the tires go off and all of that. So they've got some things to consider, but so far so good, I've got to say, from the iRacing AI. Until next time, though, thank you all very much for watching. Ferrari Bound 601 saying thanks, and of course, we will see you soon.